Five, four, three, two. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the final press conference with our artists for this year, the 21st anniversary of the St. Kitts Music Festival. And we're coming to you again live this beautiful Saturday morning, the 22, 23, the 24th of June, in the good Lord's year of 2017. And we're coming to you from the Sky Lounge, which is located in the Royal Beach Casino, which itself is located in the St. Kitts Marriott, the beautiful St. Kitts Marriott. And for those of you who like to go 24 hours, of course, the Sky Lounge is always a good choice in terms of entertainment. And those of you who are very ambitious and very talented with luck, don't forget the Royal Beach Casino. It's a casino. So try your luck. Remember, you can't win it if you don't, try something. Also, we encourage you to make sure you see some of the country. Of course, the St. Kitts Music Festival is about many things, but it is also about exploring our wonderful destination of St. Kitts. But remind you, we also have a beautiful sister island called Nevis. And today we are delighted to have our artists who are appearing on tonight's concert, starting at 8 o'clock at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium. Those of you, and I hope it's a few, who are still not with tickets, they are $100 EC or 40 US. And if you are interested in VIP, I hope you can find a space, but it is possible for you to pick up one for EC $360. The experience so far on Thursday and Friday has been a great experience, as we say, an unforgettable experience at the St. Kitts Music Festival. I like to give away myself. I'm just buying time for one other person to arrive. In addition, I want to remind you that there's front stage taking place at Independence Square. That's in the heart of Bastia downtown. We have a number of local artists that appear there. There's good Kiddush and Nivisian food and drink that you all can enjoy. Sunday, which is tomorrow, we have two really great activities. One starting at 11 o'clock in the morning, going until 6 o'clock in the evening. That's going to be at Spiceville Restaurant on the beach, on Cockleshell Beach. It's Rhythms on the Beach. Later on in that same day, it's White Sands at Carambola. And both activities, you would have a wonderful time. Today, Saturday, the Rotary Club is having their poolside party. And that poolside party is taking place at Palm Court Gardens from 12 to 6 p.m. Palm Court Gardens, 12 to 6. Limitless Weekend after party, that's at Cloud 9 from 10 o'clock in the night. And of course, there's activity here at the Sky Lounge as well after, if you are interested in those things. I want to begin formally, not on a bright note, but reflective. This Saturday, last year of the music festival, I was engaged in a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were debating whether to go big with it last year, the 20th anniversary, or make it the 21st anniversary. We chose, or he did, to do something for the 20th anniversary. And it is a good thing that we did. And that was to put on a display, photographic display, memories over the past 20 years of the St. Kitts Music Festival, as reflected in the photography of a childhood friend of mine, Reginald Amory. It's a good thing we did. He passed a few weeks ago. And so today we want to take the opportunity to remember Reggie and the wonderful work he did in the field of photography. Don't take my word. look across the room, you'll see his images. With some of the wonderful artists we've had, the photos are displayed to the back as you enter the Sky Lounge. My message to you this 21st anniversary of the St. Kitts Music Festival: have fun. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your God. But have fun. And plan ahead, yes, but also enjoy the present and the moment in which you are now living. And in so doing, just permit me to invite you for a very brief moment, in a moment's silence. Thank you very much. So this press conference is dedicated to Reggie Amri. Had he been here, you'd have seen his tall figure moving across this room, snapping, just as you heard that click just now. And perhaps very engaging he would have been with all of us here. Enough said on that. Time for our Saturday press conference. And in so doing, I'm going to invite Ambassador General Powell, who is the chairman of our Artist Selection Committee. In other words, this is the man who is responsible for the team that we have up here as artists. I don't have to stall anymore, guys.
Morning, sorry for everybody waiting. Oh, sorry, see? Can I just sit here if you don't mind?
Anyway you want to sit, boss.
As long as I'm here and I can talk, can you hear me? All right, good morning, everybody. Sorry for the late wake. I've been traveling for 2 days from Italy. So finally I made it, and I'm happy to know I'm here. So we're going to execute a good show tonight and do our best, because, you know, this is St. Kitts. Oh. It's like our home, you know what I mean?
That's the part I was going to, Jackie, just to make sure you know where you were.
Of course.
Where you there?
I'm right on point.
Where you there? Where you there? Where,
right here.
What's the name of this island? Just want to make sure.
St. Kitts.
That's me. Okay, nice. Okay. Cool. 2 nights coming from Italy could screw up you know?
Yeah, of course. Definitely.
All right. So I'm going to invite Ambassador Powell just to make some remarks, and then we'll get the show on the road. General.
Good morning, everyone. Forgive the voice. 2 hours sleep from what has been an incredible 2 days of the St. Kitts Music Festival 21st anniversary. We got off to a fantastic start on Thursday. Last night was truly, truly incredible. Incredible. You know, when you look at the performances from our local acts, first-time acts such as Scratchy Bama, Ras Adrian, and then we had Shabba Ranks, first time ever in St. Kitts and Nevis. You know, the Google Dolls, who were considered to be, you know, where you going with the Google Dolls in St. Kitts? And last night they put on a performance which proved that you have to trust your St. Kitts Music Festival committee when we say we're going to bring quality acts, you know. And Mavado brought down the curtains last night. Well, this morning, minutes to 5. A bit later than we expected, but we all appreciated it. But forgive me for saying, Third World put on an epic performance last night. And if I may say, one of the best, if not the best, performance that I have seen over the 21 years of the St. Kitts Music Festival. That is what we're all about. This is why we're here. And today, we are focusing on the third night, the final night, and I expect nothing less. When you look at the quality of artists that we have lined up here, it's, you know, it's gonna be amazing. We have Brianna D, who is the youngest artist over the course of the 3 nights, and we consider her a local act. Although she lives in the States, her mom is from right in St. Kitts, Sandy Point, and she is considered a local act. And we are truly happy to have you here. Ed, my good friend Ed, knocking on heaven's door for how long, you know. Jack Yo, no stranger to St. Kitts and Nevis. You know, some people say if you bring Jack Yo every year, we come in every year, you know. Felicia Ross, you've been here before. Welcome back. You're here to perform. Come on, Q, you're tired.
Yes. Really?
And while I'm on Felicia, let me just say, the St. Kitts Music Festival is a lot more than just concerts. And I must acknowledge Felicia. Yesterday, she participated in one of several musical workshops that was facilitated by the Alliance Française. And thank you for that. You know, this is an opportunity not just for us to come out and be entertained, but for artists to share, especially with the local artists, with up-and-coming acts, with young people, share their experiences, give some advice. Third World participated in a workshop and some other activities. Brianna D has been visiting schools over the course of the week. This is, you know, this is what truly makes our festival unique. This is what makes it a festival. It has to be more than just 3 nights of concerts. It must be a, you know, a cultural phenomenon that goes beyond the stage. Creedence Clearwater Revisited. Boy, I grew up listening to my parents here, you know, playing your music. There's so many people who normally would not come out to the St. Kitts Music Festival, but they're coming out to listen to you tonight, and we know that you're going to put on a fantastic performance. V. Bozeman, boy, you know, you've just come onto the scene and just blown us all away with your voice. You know, we've seen you on TV as well, but the voice, wow, fantastic. When we announced your name at the event when we launched the lineup, the young people in particular were moved, and so we're looking for that spectacular performance. And
that was me, by the way, the young people.
And then, K. Michelle, wow. When we announced the lineup, initially everybody was blown away. Yo, that's a massive lineup. And then we came with that surprise, that icing on the cake. And when K. Michelle was announced, everything was just, as we say, sell off here in St. Kitts and Nevis. And so I say welcome to all of you. Welcome back to the patrons, those who were out until 5 o'clock this morning like us. I know you're tired, but you understand it was worth it. It was well worth it. And so as we go into the final night of the St. Kitts Music Festival, I just want to say, come on out, support the artists, support the event, support St. Kitts and Nevis. You know, this is how we get our name out there, and it's gonna be epic again tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. Guys, I brought this cap. You remember I told you, come heavy, leave light? I'm showing by example, okay? So I don't want to go back. This is a brand new cap. I don't want to go back with it. Anybody wants it? Anybody wants it? You want it? Good, nice. I'm not leaving with this cap today. More about that later. More about that later. Thank you, Jonelle. Thank you, everyone. I think one of the touching things about the St. Kitts Music Festival really has to be the lineup of artists that we bring from year to year. And again, sorry, and permit me, Ed, who has been here for a couple of days, it's going to be a little difficult for him to leave. I think he's getting accustomed to being in St. Kitts. Isn't that so, Ed? Yeah.
Ed is actually considered one of the local acts.
Okay. And the involvement that we had from the Third World in terms of the interaction in the community, and permit me, okay, Michelle, she just indicated to me that she also wants to make sure that she communicates with the people. And that is good. We always love that. Some of the journalists are going for lunch later on. And the person who is the vice president of operations for the place where they're going, when we announced that we're going to be bringing Creedence Clearwater Revisited, seems like it's Santa Claus I told him was coming. And I was like, really? You know these guys? And he said, yes. A friend of mine last night at the concert, he was telling me the history of your group. And I'm like, really? Wow. And Jonah is correct. When we announced K. Michelle, and the room burst out, I was like, really? What's going on here? And I knew what was going on. It was age. So, let me begin as I always do. I'm going to begin from my left, and I'm going to come up, and I'm going to ask each artist just to make some opening comments before we go to the media for their comment and questions, rather. And we're going to start with Jack Cure. As you know, he did a collab with somebody in this room. And as you know, as punishment for coming late, he sat next to the person. He sat next to the person, and it took him 4.5 hours to recognize that the person was there.
Listen, coming to this press conference right now, I'm trying to, pull my head together, so I know she's somewhere in the crowd, but
right next to you.
Yeah. Well, one of them things, it happened, So, Wagwan. Me there.
And the people been waiting for you.
Me glad them are wait because I'm ready long time.
Says Jackie.
Yes, sir.
Who we have next to you? Introduce
Beautiful Felicia Ross,
okay,
one and only.
Thank you.
Talk to the people, Phil.
Well, I'm glad he recognized me after knowing me for 10 years.
Okay. You don't even know. Yesterday I was talking about you all day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I ended up in St. Martin and met an old friend of an old friend of who I'm talking.
Okay.
And your name come up in it, but anyway.
Well,
Long
yes.
story. Happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you. And I'm happy to be here with Jack here again. We performed together, I think 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So
it's always a blessing to see Felicia on the road because she's such a wonderful soul and a talented person. Honestly. Trust me. It's a pleasure to see her here, and I'm happy.
Thank you. Me
God
too.
bless you,
Thank you. Bless you. So I'm Felicia Ross. As you know, I was here a few years ago with Jack here performing on.
Yeah, we did Call on Me Unconditional of some of my big songs. So
yeah. So hopefully maybe we'll get a chance to do that.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Sure.
I come by way of New York City. I'm Haitian American. I'll be singing in Creole, French tonight, English, representing the Francophone Caribbean as well, and playing a little piano for you, and excited to perform again.
True.
Thank you for having me.
Respect.
Lee?
Hi, St. Kitts. I'm V. Bozeman. I'm so honored to be here and to be with you all. I'm looking forward to tonight and engaging with the people and exchanging that good energy, some good soul music, and just bringing my flavor and combining the two with St. Kitts. So thank you again for having me.
And Journal, she's actually, I think, the youngest we've ever had in the 21 years of the St. Kitts Music Festival. Brianna, that is.
Thank you. I'm really excited to perform tonight. I really hope to get the crowd on their feet, get them moving, and inspiring the younger generation, which is kind of what I've been trying to do over the past week, just going to schools and giving little speeches of encouragement to hopefully encourage the younger generation to reach for the stars and know that they can accomplish their dreams if they work hard.
And my generation, thank you.
Good morning, my name's Stu Cook. I'm from Creedence Clearwater. It's a real honor for our band to be invited to play at this festival. We've heard a lot about it for many years. I'm personally a big fan of the Caribbean. I come down here to see as many islands as possible. This is my first time at St. Kitts and Nevis, and I'm having a great time, and I expect it will continue through the evening. Thank you.
Is that hat, whatever, signature of yours,
Just
man?
a hat.
Signature of yours, man?
Well, it's one I'm liking now. It's a Stetson.
Okay, this looks good.
You're not looking to trade or anything.
Okay. I'm just saying it looks good. That's all. That's all.
Good try.
I'm Doug Clifford. My nickname is Cosmo, and I prefer that. Just a little friendlier than Douglas.
I agree.
I had no choice in that. My parents gave me that name. So Cosmo is who I basically am in the music world, and we're honored to be here. We're going to be celebrating our 50th anniversary next year.
Wow.
And we've sold 100 million records and have 3 generations of fans, so that, I'm not bragging about selling records, but it means that our fan base keeps growing. We have 3 generations. We have more young fans than old fans. So
that's a good
the old
landmark.
farts are kind of heading into the next zone, wherever that might be, and so we look out and see a lot of young folks having a good time. And the old folks too, but I like to watch the young girls.
You got a hat?
You got a hat, man?
I do now.
You do? Put it on. Ambassador Powell, join me in declaring Cosmo a Kitty Shine. But seriously, guys, 50 years of existence. You okay, bro? Take your time. A doctor is in the house? Take your time, take your time. You're good. No casualties, eh? No. Okay, good, good, good. 50 years in the business of any type is remarkable. Let's give some.
Yeah, man. That's a landmark.
We're only 72 years old, so.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys? I am very, very happy to be here. This is my first time. And when he speaks about, I think, age and, communication and things like that, I've been able to really get in there with, the young generation. And I think, people want to see who you are, and they want to feel who you are, especially when you're singing. They want to know that you know what you're singing about when you're doing it, and they want to know that it's true to you. So for me, it's been a very important thing for me to travel around different places around the world to see youth and to also see people that are trying to become singers, because my life has been so exposed. I've given you all the bad, I've given you all the good, and you've seen and watched the progression and the fight and the struggle to grow into this artist. And now I've had like 3 #1 R&B albums on Billboard because of a fight and a struggle and fighting for it. When you get on stage, I think my generation takes it lightly when they get on stage. I like to go see a great show. And I like to go see great music, and I feel like that's what I'm going to do tonight. You guys have come out to hear some great music, have some fun, hear some realness, and that's what I'm going to give you guys tonight. It will be worth your money, so I'm excited.
Morning, everybody.
Morning,
Everybody all right?
Yeah, man.
Because I'm not sleep yet. From last night. Great show last night, Bridget. But big and serious though. I think I've been coming to this island for like about 14 years. You can basically say I live here now. But I want to tell you something. I've been coming here for the last year now, probably 3 times for this year. I want to do the monkey then, Bridget. I have not seen one monkey left on this island. Eh? I lie? I've been looking for a pet monkey, to be honest with you, and I can't find one. I have not, no, big and serious, I have not seen one. Where then there? When I eat them? You serious? But anyway, we're looking forward to a great show tonight, see? So, who want them for us come in and just come support the thing? You see what I say? So, you want know. Later on, we do all that talking, yeah?
Thank you very much. If you're looking for monkeys, I can take you home by me. A family of them that every day they take over all my fruit trees. So I'll be happy for you to take them so I could get some mangoes. All right, we're going straight to you now. The mic is off here, down here. So let's get right into your questions as we begin. Number one? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, you need exercise, man, after last night. Yes.
Good morning. Is it on? Obviously, I'm not a singer. But anyway. Is it on?
That microphone is not on. We're hearing you. Of course we can.
Is that better? Awesome. All right, so I'm Jerry Doby, editor-in-chief of the Hype magazine from the United States. First of all, hey, Kay.
Hi.
She was our very first cover for our retail issue, which sold out in 2 weeks. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate being here. Ms. Bozeman, obviously, we talked as well. My question, since he likes to get straight to the questions, you can't hear me? All right, is that better? All right, so my question is, ladies, specifically whom I've dealt with, Kay, between the last time we spoken and now that you're here, what are you bringing to the people here in St. Kitts that maybe we haven't heard in the United States, and what can we expect? You're gonna break some new music here today?
Yes, I'll probably be singing some new songs. My band, my MD's here, my dancers, everybody. I'm going into my 4th album on Atlantic Records, and a lot of times I'll sing up-and-coming songs just to get a crowd reaction because they are the people that you're singing for, and you want to see how it feels. So tonight, yeah, I will be singing some songs from album 4 and giving out a whole lot more information about that album coming out.
And I too, like Kay, Michelle, I'll be giving you some new music. A lot of people know me, you know, from What Is Love, and of course I'm gonna sing it tonight, but it's so many different layers to my artistry that a lot of people don't know about yet. So I'll be definitely exposing all those layers and just showing you different sides of me. I'm from South Central LA, and that's a whole journey and story in itself. So it's very important that I get that across to the people, especially all around the world. A lot of people have different, you know, ideas about my neighborhood and where I'm from, and it's a lot of diamonds in the rough. So the band that I have with me, it's a new band, and we're merging together, and it's just a magical thing to see and to hear and to watch. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Belisa Brown. I'm from internet-based Culture Beat SKN TV. Kay Michelle, B. Bozeman, so great to see you guys. Hi, Kay. You said that you are a big Beyonce fan. Is there any possibility of a collaboration for your new album with Beyonce?
Oh, wow. Who wouldn't want a Beyonce collaboration? I love her. This album, I was able to collaborate with Chris Brown. He's on this new album, and I'm going to be doing a song coming up with a guy named Lil Uzi Vert. And I don't really do a lot of collaborations. I just had one come out with Trina this week and a couple months ago with me, Rick Ross, and Fabulous. So I'm getting into the features more, and hopefully I would love to get a song with Beyonce. I would absolutely adore it.
V. Bozeman, you did a remix with Ziggy Rankin for What Is Love. Is there any other Caribbean artists that you would love to do a remix with as well?
And big ups to Ziggy. He was amazing. That collaboration was so fun. He's so soulful and just a sweet spirit. I'm so open to collaborations with just artists that are, you know, passionate, soulful, talented. And I'm just open, you know. I just want to experience music on all different levels and just express myself the best way I know how. you know, collaborations can be tricky sometimes. You know, sonically, it just has to be the right matchup. And spiritually, just the connection has to be right. So that's really important for me. And the Caribbean, I mean, out here, the people, when I watched the show last night with Third World and the camera would pan out to the people are so connected with music out here. It's like they're on stage with you. So the Caribbean is always, you know, at the top of my list for collaborations with artists, yeah.
Good morning, Jason Davis, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. Two questions, one to Brianna D. You are the youngest performer that St. Kitts has hosted on the music festival. How do you feel performing on the same stage with veteran artists such as Creedence Clearwater Revisited? And the second question to Creedence, as you mentioned, you have been performing for for 50 years. What's the secret to your longevity?
Well, to answer your question, it really is such an honor to perform with legends, and just knowing that I have such a big impact on the younger generation and inspiring them with my music, and hopefully just letting them know to reach their goals. And that's really my mission for tonight. Hopefully a lot of kids are inspired by me. That's what I'm really hoping. But yeah, 8 o'clock tonight. I'll be on 8 o'clock sharp, and I still can't get over the fact that I will be performing with legends. Really, it's an honor.
The secret, there is really no secret. You just get up every day and try and do your best. For us, it's been music. Always brings out the best in us. It's been a long, interesting relationship with Cosmo over the years, but we've kept it strong through the music. So, you know, life has its bends and turns and quirks, but you know, everybody shares those same problems. We work through them, and the music keeps us together.
Hey, Jeremy Navel, SKN Vibes. I just have 3 short questions. Most of them to Janelle. One, can you just give us a sense of, you probably spoke about this earlier, but can you give us a sense of whether or not this year's music festival is a success, where you see changes need to be made going forward to the 22nd edition of it? Also, I don't know if anybody can speak of this at the head table here, but black marketing of tickets. I know 2 days have already gone, but how have you seen that, and what sort of plans do you have to combat that issue? And to the senior artists here, the more experienced, you guys are in a market where it is very competitive, basically. How do you keep yourselves at that high level, as against, you know, falling through the ranks, especially as somebody like Jack here?
Is the 21st anniversary a success? If you were there last night and there on Thursday, you would know it has been a tremendous success. The crowds have been spectacular. You look at the band clash on Thursday night, and the number of people who stayed back, who came out, especially for that, who stayed back until it was over. You look at the crowds that were there last night until 5 o'clock this morning. It has been a tremendous success. And it's not just about the crowds. This year we stepped out of the box a bit in terms of the types of artists that we brought in. Goo Goo Dolls, again, you know, was a bit of a wild card, and it paid off last night. The crowd's response to them, the new demographics of patrons that came out to see them and other artists last night, it has definitely been a success. And from what we're seeing and hearing here today, tonight is going to be no different. In terms of the tickets and black marketing, we've not had too much of a problem with that. Our fantastic team of volunteers on the ball, they know what to look for, and they're just doing a spectacular job. So we're not worrying too much about that.
In measurement of the success of the music festival, it's very important to indicate that it is not only reflected in the gate receipts. We have to turn back to the purpose of the music festival. In June in 1995, hotels were very low in occupancy. Hotels had to send home staff in what they call the low season. Hotels sending home staff meant that some of the restaurants also were low on business, and they too had to send home staff. Try getting a room in this hotel today. Try getting a room in a hotel down the road today. Try getting a rental, a car to rent today. Try stopping all my journalist friends from the shops they're going to shop in later today. Compared to back then, spend, 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 compared to back then. So look at all of the small business operators that we have that have been doing excellently in the last 21 years, and the increased revenue that they've been generating. Look at all of the fringe activities that we've had, especially this year. All of those are entrepreneurs who have been making money. Yes, in terms of the return back to government, in terms of taxes, that's also a great revenue stream for the government. So in supporting my colleague, Jonelle, in terms of the success of the St. Kitts Music Festival, if we take into context that it is not 3 nights of concerts and that it is more elaborate than that, definitely it has been a tremendous success this year. And with no deference to anyone else, here's another measurement of success. The first time and the first place in the Caribbean K. Michelle is appearing. That is a success. Okay?
I would think everything you do in life is some form of competition, you know. For me, I like to compete with myself. I'm always like, hey, I'm very hard on myself. I came into this business in a way with a lot of struggles, a lot of bumps, and I was very open to the world. So when it came to competition, I said, if God gave me a shot, another shot at what it is I love to do, and gave me a deal and everything, that I was going to focus on me and not everybody around me. So we are in a very competitive field, but when you honestly are focused on like you and your lane and what you want to leave behind, it's very difficult to really focus on that and then focus on everybody around you. So the best thing to do as an artist in this field is just know that you're not going to win every win, but you're not going to lose every battle either. So it's really about consistency. Like he said, getting up in the morning and saying, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, so I have a 2-part question for Stu and Cosmo. First question is, you guys were part of the original Woodstock. You've sold over 100 million albums. Is there anything that you haven't yet accomplished that you're still hoping to? And question number 2 is, if you wish, if there's anything you wish more people knew about you guys and your band.
Thank you.
Well, basically, we had a dream when we started playing together. We were 13 in the 50s, late 50s, and we believed in ourselves when no one else did. And I'm really enjoying the young people talking about how important it is to young people. Our dream is still going. You know, we're still playing together and watching that all take place. And passing the baton, when we were starting and had success, we met a lot of our heroes, and they were passing a baton to us, mentoring, talking, whatever. Well, now it's the other way around. We're handing it off and telling people, hey, hang in there. You know, it took us 10 years before we got our first hit. You just have to believe. And so having, I don't know what there is left to get. I mean, we've gotten it, and we just embrace it every night and feel fortunate for the gift. and believing in our dream.
And is there anything that you wish more people knew about you guys and or Creedence Clearwater Revisited?
Well, we're the original rhythm section, and we started playing these songs when they weren't being performed by anyone, including another former band member, and we heard the call from the fans. They wanted to hear the music live, so 23 years ago, we had a 5-year plan. And I don't know what the 5-year plan was, to tell you the truth. It's too far back. But we're still doing it, and people love what we do, and we love them. I mean, it's, you know, the day that I go out and I don't get that adrenaline rush, I'm going to try and learn how to play golf.
Thank you very much.
Well, good morning, Paul from Zero FM, British Virgin Islands. I'd like to ask Jack Ure and Mr. Ed Robinson just 2 questions. You're the, would I say, the crooners, the people who right now, tonight, the ladies are looking forward for Cure and they look for Ed Robinson. Is it possible that tonight Ed is going to do something spectacular? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. And Jackie,
the mic on. The mic on. No, Bridget, let me tell you something. I've been doing this I'm listening to Creedence Clearwater over there, and they've been doing it for 51 years. 51 years. I've been doing this for 42 years.
True in my talk.
You know what I'm saying? So put it this way: 42 years ago, I get my first paycheck, and I never look back. You know, and to answer the Bridget, but it's a question. It's a competitive business, but we don't compete with people. You know, we don't compete with. These are my, what you call it now, co-worker. You know, in the regular 9-to-5 world, these are our co-worker. We don't worry about them. You know what I'm saying? We just do our music. You know what I mean? So we're looking for a great show tonight, Bridget. And for the ladies, them, I'll talk to them a little more, yeah?
Cure. Well, you know, for me, I just come to do what I do best.
See that?
Because I don't know about, I'm not a mason and I'm not a carpenter. All my life, I just music me do, you know what I mean? So, I just come to sing my songs and what the fans them know. So them can hear them favorite song in the catalog of many songs that I've been making over the years. So, it's about that. Nobody talking about rare. You see me? Tonight, we just do our best, and I hope our best is good enough for the fans. Because anywhere we go, the main object is to make sure the fans are happy and everybody suitable, and then I can go to sleep and take back some rest.
Yes, sir.
Bless it.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Cynthia Shea Clark from Mary Jam Radio New York. This question is for the females on the panel. In a male-dominated industry, where do you guys take your cues from? What drives you? I know K. Michelle V. Boozman, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, coming from television into music, or maybe vice versa, you know, where do you guys pull from? How do you get through it? What makes you go every day?
Yeah, you know, it is very male dominated. It's always been that. But you know, you just have to have a sense of self. I grew up with nothing but women around me, strong black women around me. And they've given me a very, very positive example of how to just know that you're enough. So being in this business and going through all the trials and different, you know, exchanges and people trying you on different levels, you have to really stand firm in just your core values and what you believe in, and just know that it really is about the music and about the people and touching the souls of the people. And I'm very, very passionate about, you know, relaying a message to women, to little girls. It's real out here when it comes to how girls perceive themselves, and it's important that they can see themselves in me. So I put that in my music. My show is really like, it caters to young girls, young women, because I know that's who's watching. So it's very woman empowered, and I try to represent that daily when I walk into these offices, you know, when I walk on these stages and all around the world. Go ahead, Kay.
It is a male-dominated industry, and you know, they will try you on a lot of different levels. Me, I've always been a little feisty thing, and I've always had, you know, if I had my father around, my father has always told me, say no, God will make room for your gifts. You don't have to. So for me, I have always tried to be very strong, and I do hear, oh, she's difficult, oh, she's this, oh, she's that. No, I definitely know my worth, and I definitely know I'm not gonna let anybody get over on me. I'm very much into my business, and I'm very much hands-on with my career. One of my record execs said to me, wow, you know, I know numbers. I know everything that's going on with me. And I get in there and I pay close attention, because the more knowledge and the more power you have, that's what you need in this business. They think girls, oh, they're really emotional, they can't, they say a lot of little things I hear being a woman in the business, but I just look over and I look them in their face and I say, okay, this is what I need. And this is how I need it done. And you just have to go in there strong with a focus and never allow anyone to throw you off your focus and why you came. And I came to sing. So.
With your kind understanding, I must ask Felicia to also chime in. All right.
I definitely agree with the girls. I'm in the same boat as both Kay and V. I executive produced my entire project, from music to videos to the tour to logistics. And it's not even something that we say, that we care to say, unless asked, because it doesn't matter. And like they both said, we get tried in every way that they say the music industry is an industry that's scary. Believe it. But when you have the voices that we have and the talents that God gave us and the mission, you kind of figure out a way to deal with that. And you let the business talk, you know? You ask the question and we said that, but some people just look at us as, you know, a piece of meat that's walking around on stage, which is fine. But when you inquire about that, it's you know, you realize that we represent these things, and the people that matter, which is the young women, as V said, especially. We share that message with them, and it's definitely translated. It's, you know, yesterday, like you said, I did the workshop with the Alliance Française, and I called the little girl on stage, and she didn't want to play, because I was teaching them how to play some of my music on piano. And she didn't want to. She was like, no, don't call me. And I made her come, and I said, we're going to do this together. And I sat with her, and I saw her confidence grow. I saw her, she sat a little straighter. And then when I got home, she wrote me a message immediately. Thank you so much. I'm going to send you videos of me playing piano. I love so much that you did that. And that's what we work for. You know, we work to share the message of what you just asked us in quiet and out loud. And definitely I'm proud to represent that, and I'm proud that all the other ladies here are about the same thing. And I'm proud that we share, you know, have the men with us here, like Jack here and I have collaborated for years, and he always encouraged me. You know, it's about finding the men that appreciate the women like this and standing by them and continuing to make great music always.
Thank you. Yeah. Brianna, what are you learning from this as the youngest and a female moving up the ranks in the business?
Well, I definitely think that their words were extremely inspiring, and as a female who is just starting out really and getting out there, I think that it's so important to stand your ground and know who you are before you jump into certain situations. So I really learned a lot and from their words just now, but yeah, it's truly inspiring. Thank you.
Guys, no betrayal, but I'm standing with the women on this one, okay?
Good morning. My name is Bobby Clark from Irie Jam Radio in New York.
Know that name there.
Nice.
Know that name there.
Bless. For 24 years, we've played reggae music and Caribbean music in New York City, and we followed the journey of Jacure. It's been a testimony to struggle, and your success has given us life. I want to know, do you see your career as successful, or are you still looking to continue the struggle?
Very interesting question. No, I feel I can really answer a good question. Well, you see, as what my sister Felicia said, I taught her some things and she learned from me too. And you see, as an artist, you have to believe in yourself. And the first time I ever invested in my career, which was last year, I decided, so you know what, I was gonna buy a fancy car. And I said, I don't need a fancy car, I need a fancy album. Yeah, so I take some money out and I spend some serious money on an album. And when I finish spend, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with the album, because I'm like, I don't wanna deal with no companies, because you know, in this time right now, companies is not the best choice. Depends on the deal, you know what I mean? But if you have the knowledge and the connection and the people to channel your stuff, you maybe can create a better impact than working with a company. But it's like everything in life is a gamble. Every move you make in life, it's a gamble. So either you're gonna try to win or you're gonna try to lose so you can win again. So I stepped forward and I said, you know what? After spending so much money on the album, it's hard to go on my own and lose it. So let me try to go with a company. So I tried with VP and I earned some Grammy nomination for my last album, which was just last year. Yeah, I was nominated for the Grammy Award in the US, which I don't have a visa. I've never been to America in my entire life. So although I wasn't the winner of the Grammy, I feel like I was the winner because I've never been to America yet. Yeah. So in the same terms, that album was like on the Billboard charts for 34 weeks, a #1 for 34 weeks, and no other reggae artist in the history of reggae ever done that. So I hold on to that as my little, you know what I mean, for right now until I can get some more. So this is where I am today, 2017, working on another album, open for some greater things. So I'll just keep some of it secretive until we can display some more good things. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kajale Gums, and I'm here with the St. Kitts Music Festival Buzz. This question is for all of you, so feel free to chime in if you want, but specifically to my man, Ed Robinson. We know that you guys are here to perform at the St. Kitts Music Festival, but in addition to that, we want to be sure that you have a total Kittitian experience, Kittitian and Division, that is. So what have you done so far to encapsulate yourself in the culture, and how do you feel the hospitality has been so far from our nation?
I'll be honest with you, but I ask them that. It's best you ask everybody else, because I've been here over the years, Brethren. You know, so this is like home for me. Big up all the Bird Rock massive them with the boy anyway. I love that place, the Bird Rock, because every time I come here, that's where I hang out. That's my spot. You know what I mean? So better you ask the rest of the money. Ask Aya.
Yeah, man, I can give you some word. I grew up looking up to this man as a boss. Yeah, we go to his studio. A matter of fact, the first time I was trying to record a song in my entire life, I went to Ed's studio on that mission. Yeah, so Ed Robinson is a legend and a pioneer for us in our industry.
Boy. Give thanks.
Respect to Ed Robinson.
Every time.
Anyone else who wants to chime in?
Well, I actually wanted to chime in and just say that St. Kitts is also like a second home for me because my mom is from here. She's from the Alley Sandy Point, and she has really inspired me in many ways as well. But I've been here a few times, and this time I'm here on a mission. So the hospitality has been extremely amazing. To answer
Is
that
your mom in the room?
Yes, she is.
Can she identify herself? Raise your
Right
hand.
over there.
Okay, a little paparazzi here.
Yeah.
You go, Mom.
And if your mom is she's a true Sandy Pointer,
Yes.
then you'll know that she's not from St. Kitts, she's from Sandy Point. And especially if they're from the alley. Who else?
I would like to share. I usually, you know, when I go to different countries, I always like to ask about food, which I haven't gotten to do yet. So,
Oh, Felicia, by the way, I don't mean to cut you, but
Go ahead,
there's
tell
a
them my
spot.
secret.
I know the spot.
Okay.
If
You know the
want me
spot?
to tell you on the mic, I can tell you off the air.
No, take me after sound check. Let's go.
All
I
right,
want.
cool.
So I love to share in in food.
I know she love food.
I love to eat.
I like girls that love to eat.
So usually that's what I discuss when I talk about sharing. But going back to the Alliance Française, yesterday I got to go and sit and sing for, play, talk about business with young boys and girls between the ages of 10 and 20. And what I explained to them, and I'm proud to see you here, as you live in America, right?
Yes.
And you're half Kittitian.
Yes.
I'm the same kind of thing, formula, but my mom is from Haiti. She's over here. Sak passe maman. She just stepped away. And I'm half Haitian and half American. And what I discussed with them was exactly about who you are. I said, you know, it's a beautiful thing to be Caribbean. I love being a Caribbean woman, even though I live in America. But it's beautiful that culture can take you around the world. And this is what I shared with them. I said, all of you guys, we know Kittitians. I know Kittitians now. I've been here before with Cure. And you know, as travelers, we know different parts of the world. But some people don't even know what St. Kitts might be. So I explained to them, it's important to do what you want to do in life and share your culture around the world and say, this is what a Kittitian looks like.
Yeah.
People walk around, they say, that's what a Haitian looks like? Okay. So I'm proud to see you doing that. And this is what I imparted to them, and that was what I enjoyed seeing. I enjoyed seeing the Kittitian youth showing me about what they were about. A lot of them were shy, a lot of them were, but I see a lot of them have a lot of aspirations. I saw a lot of feminism going on, and I'm happy to see it here on the stage. With another young musician doing their thing. So that's what I shared with the culture so far, but I hope to go for the food. I'm coming for you for the answer too. And his. I have lunch and dinner still to look forward to today.
Anybody else?
I'll add to that too. I've traveled to, you know, the different islands from St. Croix to Jamaica, you know, etc. And I always find it comforting and just not even surprising, but just I noticed like the people always leave a big impression on me because the people are so warm and they have a certain love language that is unlike any other place I've ever been. And it's just refreshing just to be amongst, you know, your people. I'm not from the Caribbean, but I'm sure it's some people down the line that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's just a connection that I feel. I feel like I'm amongst family, and just the love that I feel, you know, when I'm on the islands is just amazing. So the people.
Caribbean is a place.
I'm just wondering if the new Kittitian wanted to chime in. The new Kittitian.
Thought I could get away with that one.
No, you're the new Kittitian, man.
You want me to chime in?
He's from Sandy Point too, no? No, Newton Ground.
I'm from not so Sandy Point. No, it's really an honor to be here, and what I find really tremendous about the concept of what's going on here is the diversity of talent. And you know, music is music, and people love music, and it's nice to be able to come and hear different genres of music. I think it's a terrific thing, and I also think that it's not a one-minded concert. You know, this is wide open from the artist's standpoint, and that reflects on the people that come, and those are the memories that you'll take home with you.
Go back to the media. Who's next?
Me.
Okay.
My question is for Ms. K. Michelle. You just received one of the highest honors from your alma mater, Florida Memorial University, as an alumnus. how important is it for you to have a platform such as this and display it to all of the HBCU graduates, HBCU being historically black colleges and universities? I'm a two-time grad. So how important is it for you to have the platform that you have when there are so many HBCU students that look up to you?
It's difficult because once I graduated from Florida A&M University, and I learned so much going there from the university. Like, when I say adore Florida A&M, I completely adore it. So for me, I've always been very transparent, you know? And I'm gonna let you see the bad, I'm gonna let you see the good, I'm gonna let you see everything about me because it is who I am. When I graduated, I ended up getting a record deal with Jive Records, and all, things happened. Then I got on this TV show called Love and Hip Hop, and my life, I was telling my story and all type, and my mother's at home cringing and everything. Like, oh my God, what's going on? But from there, I was able to talk about being a survivor of domestic abuse, and I was able to talk about and show them how they can say no, 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 that's not gonna happen for you. And I say yes, 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 it is gonna happen for me. So when I talk to little girls, I say, be better than me. Don't do everything that I do. Be better. I want you to be better than me. And I was very hard-headed as a young woman. So all I can say is I'm gonna put that in these songs, and I go out and I meet my fans. I read those letters that I get, and I do have girls. I have all type of letters that I get, and you would just be shocked at the hurt in the world right now. And people just wanna hear you say something to them. From abuse, I get stories of people who have been raped, and they're directly like, saying, hey, Kay, you know what I'm saying? I can relate to you, and you always keep it real and say what it is. So it's very, very important to me that the high school girls and the younger girls, that they know, look at me, I made some mistakes, I'm giving them to you, so you don't have to do that. It's another way for you. So that's very important to me when it comes to not just African-American women, but to all women, because for some reason, God gave me something where they actually listen to me talk. So I got to say something and use it in a better way, and that's why I had the departure from the show onto my own, because every day it was a struggle and a battle in my head.
Guys, now you understand why she's sitting next to me, just so I could control her depending on what she's saying.
No, I got a lot of endorsements. I can't act up.
Just kidding. Who's next? Then we go to our closing moment. Yeah, good, nice. Because we need enough time for sound check and for that other very important thing. The hat is gone. Yeah. I brought it for you, but you were too slow. So, oh, you wanted it too? Hey, next one, tomorrow. Tomorrow's press conference, we have. No press conference tomorrow. You're going to buy. That's the spirit. Go buy one. Go down Bass-Terre, buy one. Even go across the Charlestown Nevis. Spend money, spend. A sound. Yeah, I like it, man. It's how I get paid. We're going to go to the closing moments, guys, because we have a show to do tonight. And I want us to begin by knocking. And those of us who heard me speak passionately a while ago about my friend, I want all of us to go knocking so that we reach the right place. So knock on heaven's door so that we can begin the closure of today's press conference. And I'm going to ask my buddy to help me out with it. I want to knock, but I want to knock on the right door. So help me knock, Ed.
I've been knocking for a couple of years. I hope to God it don't work many times soon.
We want to go, but not yet.
But I want it to work yet, my brother.
No, it ain't going to happen. But let's knock. Give the people a little bit of what they get.
I hear them say, Mama, take this badge off for me. When I buy a ticket and come in, look more, man.
Yes,
we get everything.
All right. Now, we're going to go to the youngest. We're going to go to the Sandy Pointer. And for those of you in the room who are first-time visitors to St. Kitts, Sandy Point is an important town. I did say town because you don't dare say village. It's an important town. Actually, Sandy Point has its own flag, its own anthem, and they're working on a constitution. That's just how proud they are. They're great people. Let me put in that piece there quickly because the Deputy Prime Minister is from there too. Now, let's go to the lone Sandy Pointer on the panel and give your young listeners something to look forward to.
Well, I guess I'll sing a snippet of my original. Never thought you'd see me where I am. You never believed that this life that I have now used to be just a dream. 'Cause I'm living and breathing what was just in my head. Never choose to be weak, but stood stronger instead.
She from St. Kitts. Felicia.
My turn?
Your turn. Hey,
So this is a little...
Wait.
Wait.
Hold a second.
What happened?
Felicia and Jack Cure. Hold a while.
I was opening about it now.
Hold a while. Hold a while. Hold a while. Right. We're going to go to my brethren here, Cosmo.
Tonight.
Yes. Give us a little something. Especially for all the wonderful Creedence fans out there across St. Kitts and Nevis. Let them hear your voice, not in speech.
Anytime you need a lover, call on me. I'll be waiting. Anytime you need a lover, call on me. My heart is aching, yeah. Call on me. Anytime you want to, baby.
Call on me.
Love her no, too much.
Baby boy, I want you. He just wanted to chime in and cut.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like the little girl that I'm a drummer, not a singer. So he told me to sing something.
No, you got a drum, you know. No. I take him back the cap, you know. You got a drum. Yeah, give me something. Wait, hold on. Let me mic up. Let's mic up. Okay? Give me a nice roll. Everybody got to work. And now, a V. I think we should do a VV collaboration, don't you? Val? No. This press conference is over. Y'all go. No supporter at all. V?
I kind of want to keep the...
No. Help me.
I'll do what is left.
Yeah, gotta give us that.
What is love if it just stops and leaves? What is love if you're not here with me? What is love?
Whoop. Say no more, baby.
And I leave. Yes, the journal is next. No, me and journal are going to do something afterwards. After the press conference, we are off here. We're going to end with K. Michelle. And you know why I'm going to end with her? Because she's a good trooper. She has not been feeling well this morning, and she made sure that it is not enough to keep me from the press conference, to talk to the media, to talk to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. We love you for that.
Thank you.
God, I get it. I'm a mess and I admit it. Oh, started learning the same lessons while I'm missing out on blessings. God, I get it. Whoa, God, I get it. I'm a mess
keep learning the same lessons while I'm missing out on blessings. God, I get it.
I'm inspired. Wow. Thank you very much, every one of you. Thank you to members of the media. We want you to make sure that you're on site early tonight. It starts 8 o'clock at the Cricket Stadium at Warner Park in Bastia. Tickets are still available. Make sure you support and make sure you come early. Come early. We start at 8 o'clock sharp, so make sure you come and support. I'm Val Henry from VH Communications. It has been a wonderful, wonderful pleasure of mine to have served these 3 past mornings as your host of these press conferences. We look forward to seeing you next year for the 22nd anniversary of the St. Kitts Music Festival. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. They have a doctor. They're sending somebody to me too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're organized.